Welcome in, Taylor Kitchen family. I have a fabulous sheet pan meal for you that comes together so quickly in under 15 minutes, truly. And it's a sheet pan Dijon crusted fish and asparagus. And it starts with how you crust the fish. Now I have flounder fillets, so those are pretty thin. If you don't want to use flounder, you could use tilapia or any other firm white fish. Flounder will cook so quickly because, like I said, it's super thin. Tilapia, maybe 12 minutes instead of 10, but still, this is a very quick sheet pan dish. And asparagus gets perfectly cooked in about 8 to 10 minutes when they're about this size right here. We're gonna start with how you crust the fish. And I have a tablespoon of mayonnaise in here. Now you need about a tablespoon per 2 fish. And so I'm just making enough for Tim and I. That's all that's gonna be eating today. So I have that and a little bit of stone ground. Now you can use smooth Dijon mustard if you want, but I love, love, love the stone ground. I like the texture of it. And then I'm going to grate a clove of garlic. This is the easiest way to do that with one of these grater zester thingies. Scrape that off. Good amount of garlic. These will be super tasty. And then just give it a little mix up. All right, then we start with the sheet pan. I have parchment paper on my sheet pan. I think it makes for easiest cleanup, and that way things don't stick. And I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil all over this. I'm going to use half of this for my fish, half of this for the asparagus. If you're making more, pull out a couple of sheet pans, and all I need to do is lay the fish down. Do it this way. Move it over just a wee bit. All right, then on the fish, a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. You'll know there's no salt in the mustard mayo mixture. Then the mustard mayo mixture gets coated liberally on this fish. I'm going to go ahead and add the asparagus. Now, if you don't already know, when you buy asparagus, it will click off exactly where the woody piece ends and the tender bit of the asparagus proceeds. So you want to click off these ends. You can save them for stock or something if you want to. I kind of have a bag in my freezer that I put lots of vegetable scraps in, and from time to time I will make a vegetable stock, or sometimes I'll have bits and pieces of chicken. I'll add it to that bag too, and then we can make a really good stock, which saves you money. And I can do it in, I don't know, like 10 minutes in my Ninja Foodie on the pressure cook setting. Okay, so there's my asparagus, laid nice and neat. And I'm going to olive oil the asparagus. And it's also going to need just a wee bit of salt and pepper. But then we have breadcrumbs. Now you can use store-bought breadcrumbs, you can use panko. I happen to have some homemade breadcrumbs because I had leftover sourdough bread and I just blitz it up in a food processor. This I added some herbs to, but you don't have to do that. But that's gonna go over my fish. It's gonna give it a really nice crunch. And you can also add some to your asparagus if you would so like. I'm gonna use the rest of that. I want it pretty liberal. Probably a tablespoon of breadcrumbs over each piece of fish because that crust is so glorious. And then I have a tiny bit of parm. This is actually from the jar, the can that you buy in the store. You can use fresh parm or you can use this parm. Whatever you have on hand is fine. And parm and pepper go really well together, so make sure you pepper this asparagus. Now, this goes into my oven for 10 to 12 minutes. That's all there is to it. Hey there, if you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us. Give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. We love, love, love to hear from our channel members, and it really helps out our channel. Also, check us out at tkfoodie.com. Have you heard of vidIQ? I've subscribed to vidIQ for a couple of years now to help grow my YouTube channel, and I've absolutely loved it. They're great about giving you titles, tags, thumbnails, and lots of great analytics to help you grow your channels, ideas, things that are trending. vidIQ does all of that for you, even gives you like optimal posting times so that that infamous YouTube algorithm catches your videos and presents them to people that might see them. So if you're interested in vidIQ, you can check them out via my link below, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. The aroma that is coming from the sheet pan is phenomenal. This looks spectacular and I can't wait to dig in. I just have to serve myself up some of this. Wow, that's gorgeous. And then also some of this beautiful asparagus. Perfectly cooked. That's a lovely plate, and it cooked in 10 minutes. Took me about 2 minutes to put it together. So let's give this a try. I'll try that asparagus first. Oh yeah. Perfectly cooked. It's so important to time asparagus so that it's not mushy and it's not overly crisp, but just perfectly done. And this is perfectly done. Very excited to dig into this fish. Oh. Wow. That Dijon combined with the creamy mayo is perfect. And then you have that little crunch of the breadcrumb on top. This is absolutely divine. I would serve this to company, but it's such a quick meal. Just pull out a couple sheet trays, fill it up for the size of your family or the size of your crew, and 2 minutes to prep, 10 to 12 in the oven. Absolutely fabulous, guys. You've got to give this one a try. The recipe is on tkfoodie.com. Welcome in, TaylorKitchen family. Oh gosh. Okay.